Hello, welcome to the Japanese language course on the difference between Japanese particles wa and ga. This time I will teach you how to interpret them when there are two wa or ga in a sentence. So, are you ready? Good luck! In short, when there are two wa or ga, it's when the sentence talks about some part of the subject. For example, the part of the body, of the functionality, of the character, etc. And here are some examples concerning the body part. We can make a sentence like リさんは髪が長いです。And for the functional part, リさんは日本語が上手です。And for the characteristic part, 日本は富士山が有名です。As it talks about the part of the subject, we can have two sentences. So, リさんは日本語が上手です。リさんの日本語が上手です。The meaning is the same. The difference lies in the focus of the sentence. When we say, リさんは日本語が上手です、we focus on リ。But when we say, リさんの日本語は上手です、we focus on the Japanese that Lee speaks. But be careful. Look at the next two sentences. We can say, リさんは日本語ができます。But we cannot say the next one to have the same meaning. リさんの日本語はできます。リさんの日本語ができます。Why? Because for these two sentences, this verb できます means to be competent in something. And the subject of the first sentence is Lee, but the subject of the second sentence is the Japanese that Lee speaks. The language cannot have this competence, so logically, the second sentence does not mean the same thing as the first sentence. And here are the four possible sentences to make with two wa or ga. What is the difference? For the next four sentences, the meaning is the same. There's a person whose name is Lee and whose hair is long. But there are different nuances depending on the given context. And yes, for these different nuances, we need to remember the meanings of wa and ga. So, the particle wa has meanings like term, judgment, declaration, explanation, comparison, minimum, calling. The particle ga has meanings like phenomenon, exclusivity, choice, responsibility of the subject, and there is a mandatory ga. So, after the question word are the subject and its answer, etc. If you don't know it in more detail, watch my previous video. You can find the link in the description. Okay, so by the given context, one or some of these meanings is determined. For example, if we take the sentence リさんは髪は長いです and if we apply minimum and comparison of wa, the nuance is like, at least Lee, she has long hair, her legs or arms are not long. And if we take the sentence リさんは髪が長いです and if we apply comparison of wa and exclusivity of ga, the nuance is like, if we compare with other people, Lee, she has long hair. No, it's not her legs or her arms, but her hair. And if we take the sentence, リさんが髪は長いです and if we apply exclusivity of ga and judgment of wa, the nuance is like, it's neither Nicholas nor John, but it's Lee who has long hair. I consider it long. And if we take the sentence リさんが髪が長いです。And if we apply the mandatory ga, the nuance is like, so there's a question, who has something wrong and what is this something? And to answer that, we use the Japanese phrase above, and so the nuance is it's Lee and it's her hair which is long. So we learned that when there are two wa or ga in a sentence, it talks about some part of the subject. And you can have four possible sentences with the same meaning but with different nuances. Did you get it? And that brings us to the end of this course. I hope the course was useful for your Japanese study. Good luck and またね!